Hi, my name is Britt East, and today I want to talk about gender identity and gender expression. Two topics that have been in the news a lot lately, for good reason. They impact all of our daily lives, whether we want to admit it or not, whether we're even aware of it or not. For me, it's been the source of a lot of pain and confusion, so it's top of mind for me. For so long, I thought truly that everything about me is wrong. And by everything, I mean my body. And by wrong, I mean there's a conflict in the way that I feel on the inside and who I present on the outside. When the world meets me, what the world meets is somebody who is big and tall and strong, at least from a distance. But as the world gets closer, they see a much softer, gentler, kinder side. And it's confusing for a lot of people. The two things don't go together. They don't fit our societal norms of gender expression, which are so rigid and primitive. And that confusion can sometimes lead to aggression or even violence. So I've spent a lot of time thinking about these topics and what these words really mean. What is a man? What is a woman? Is a man somebody who is audacious, bold, sexually assertive, aggressive, courageous? Sounds like a lot of women I know. Have you ever known anybody stronger than a single mom? Maybe once upon a time these words made more sense because we had an even more primitive culture where women were bought and sold as property, sold into indentured servitude. We called it marriage. But now that women have more of a voice than ever before, maybe the words don't make sense. Maybe they don't make sense for men either. What's the difference between a really masculine woman and a really feminine man? And is that a difference without a distinction? Are those labels useful? For me, the answer is no. For me, I don't identify as trans. It's not that I want to be a woman. It's that I don't know what a woman is. I don't identify as gender non-binary because I don't know what a man is either. It's more that none of it makes sense. It's more that I'm non-gender or agender or post-gender, whatever word you want to call it. None of the words make sense, so I don't even know that I need a word. So where does it leave me? How can I be gay or homosexual if I don't even know what my gender is, or if I don't have a gender? And if I don't have a gender, how can I have a gender expression? This starts to be really convoluted and confusing. So here's how I think of it. I think of gay as a cultural identification, not a sexual orientation. You're gay if you say you're gay. Almost like queer. Nobody's really going to challenge that too much, probably. However, gender can be the opposite. I might say that I'm a man, but my act of saying that might be an act of defiance. It might be political because the world might perceive me as something very different. If I don't embody all of these classically masculine traits, the world might violate me. How can I move through this world without these terms? How can I find some sense of belonging and self-empowerment? I think of sexual identity, sexual orientation rather, as being homosexual, bisexual, pansexual, heterosexual. Those are sexual orientations that can be fixed or fluid, but they are orientations, not identifications. And that's an important difference and distinction to me. I identify as homosexual, but wait, I don't have a gender, so how can that be? Well, the world first perceives me as a man, and I am attracted to people that are also the world perceives as men. Therefore, I identify as homosexual. Would I ever be intimate with a trans man? A woman? A trans woman? The truth is, I don't know. I haven't had the chance. God, I hope so. But the truth is, I don't know. The truth is, I am who I am. The truth is, I've only ever really been with men. The truth is, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm deeply attracted to those traits that we call masculine in our culture. And I know there's a lot behind that. There's a lot of cultural brainwashing in our sexual preferences. What we claim as merely a preference can easily be a bias or a prejudice. And I own that. And even though I'm married to a man, and even though I may never have the chance to explore that side of me, God, I like to think that it's there. I like to think that I'm open to the possibilities. I like to think that I'm free from the constraints that no longer serve me. So I guess at the end of this, all I want to say is use labels if they empower you and if they help you, and leave all the rest behind. I don't know what gender I am, and that's okay. It may not even have a word. I'm just me. And y'all can use whatever pronoun you want.